Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Stable video, and in this video we have Train With Me number 7, which is your Star Stable Dream updates. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So our first entry is from Emily Riversea. I love some form of built-in reshade. I'd like to be able to recolor my game and add depth of field on my Mac. Maybe they could have some color sliders and depth of field checkbox. I think this would be pretty cool because I know there's a lot of people who can't get reshade or reshade doesn't work on their computer and you can't have reshade on mobile. So some form of built-in reshade to Star Stable would be really cool. Maybe they could have like a reshade button on the side. That'd be cool to see. But anyway, our next entry is by Lena Kittenfire. Okay, I really need SSO to add larger pets because they have like cats and dogs, but they don't have large dogs. And I see so many people getting animals that look like their pets, but I have 2 large dogs, so I can't. We all agree on this one. I mean, ear bonnets, blankets, we need these because people who do RPs would just dream to have these. Free shaders for everyone on mobile. Also being able to decorate your own stable, and not what they have right now. I mean, like set flowers on tables however you want. The type of flowers, how many, and you get my point. I have a lot more, but my fingers hurt, so that's all. I agree with all of these. I actually have 2 larger dogs as well, so I would love to see larger dogs in the game. I have rough collies, so I would love to see those coming out. Also, ear bonnets and blankets, that would be my literal dream. Like blankets, I probably wouldn't use blankets that much because I'm not much of a role player, but ear bonnets, I'd be using that in every single tack set. I love to have like, the full matching tack set in real life with like, the saddle pad, the shirt, and the bonnet. I like that all to match. So if we could have bonnets in this game, that would be so much more fun for making outfits and stuff. So I really agree with that. I would love to see air bonnets and blankets as well in this game. Also, again, the shaders, that would be really nice for everyone. And then also putting more like depth in how much you decorate your home stable. Because like for the equestrian festival, they had like flowers that you can put in your home stable. And the flowers looked nice. But if you wanted the flowers, you also had to have this ugly carpet in the middle of your stable. And it's like, it just ruined the point of the flowers. It would be really nice if we could just decorate our stable with flowers as well. That would be cool. All right, and our next entry is by Tiffany Hall 5510. Okay, and they said number 1, for them to add a horse that I used to ride, I outgrew. His name was Gucci. He's blind in one eye and white with a couple black splashes. I love him. He sometimes bites other horses only for my attention. And then their second entry is, I wish we could buy horses with Jorvik shillings because I buy star coins all the time, every 2 months if needed, and buy horses. I have 202 horses. No, I don't have an obsession. Okay, for your first entry, I feel like that'd be super cool. Like, Star Stable could ask, like, what are your horses' breeds and coat colors on Instagram, and they put a poll up, and, like, you could submit your horses, like, coat colors and breeds, and they could like release your coat colors into game. I feel like that's a fun thing they could do with the community. And then for the second one, it would be really cool to buy horses with Jorvik shillings. Like, just remove the Jorvik shillings cap and, like, set horses, like, that are, like, 50,000 Jorvik shillings. Like, just have horses that are, like, 50,000 Jorvik shillings to, like, 100,000 Jorvik shillings. And just, like, get rid of the cap and then have us buy horses with Jorvik shillings. It could really motivate people to log on every day and do their dailies so they can start buying horses with Jorvik shillings, because not everyone can get star coins. So not only will it help out the people who can't buy star coins, but it will also motivate people to log on more every day. And I agree with this because I think I have like 250 horses now. So yeah, I really need to take a break of buying the star coins as well. Our next entry is by Lilia JD and Sandy BD SSO. I want SSO to bring back the water glitch, like the one where you can swim and not be brought to shore, and not be able to take fall damage. Also, a little side note, Sandy, which is the owner of this account, was actually one to discover the water glitch. That's really cool. Next one is, Dear Star Stable, please fix your dang chat. Like, it's so bad that sometimes it won't even let me say hi. And why can't you say the most reasonable things, like telling your friend you have a YouTube channel, but chat says never. And third one, please, oh dear, SSO, please retrofit all your horses, because like half of the horses can't wear most global store. And fourth Fourth one, SSO, please make it so that all horses can land the jump and not start running before they hit the ground. Like, is it that much to ask? Fifth one, give me the power so that when I'm doing a championship, I don't crash into for real every single jump. Please. Anyway, I'm done now. I feel like I kind of told more of my SSO pet peeves instead of my dreams, but thank you for reading. And make it so you can also pet other people's horses and ride them, alone or with the owner of that horse. And being able to take more than one horse out of the stable at a time. Okay, these are actually some really cool things, and I feel like some of them were kind of your pet peeves that they can't really fix. Star Stables chat, letting them say hi, I definitely agree with that. They definitely need to upgrade that because Star Stable, like, sometimes it gets so bad I can't say hi either, so that's something they do need to fix. But I do understand why they are not letting you say YouTube channels, even though it is annoying. That's how some more inappropriate stuff can happen online, so I get they're just taking safety precautions. And then retrofitting all the horses, I definitely agree with this because sometimes I'll like be making a tack set for an older like generation 1, generation 2 horse, and like I can't wear half of my closet on that horse, and it just makes me so frustrated. I do get when they do remove a horse, they do give you a notice that they will not be making any bug fixes or doing anything more with that horse. So technically in the terms of service, when they remove a horse, they're not going to be fixing any bugs for that horse. They're not going to retrofit that horse. So technically this isn't really going to happen. But it would be really cool to see. And then this one, I definitely also agree with this one. It used to be when a horse jumps in Star Stable, it would start running before the horse landed the jump. For like the last second before the horse finished the jumps, the horse would just be galloping. And it just looked really weird. They have fixed it on their most recent horses, but like I said, for the older Gen 1, Gen 2 horses that are removed, they're not going to fix it because, again, they can't do bug fixes on that. But for like the older Generation 3 horses that they can fix in the terms of service, I would like to see them fix it, so I definitely agree with that one as well. And then also the power in a championship where you don't crash into every jump. I do think it's really nice that they fixed screen delay, so it's a lot easier to see your place in the championship, and it just makes everything about championships so much more easier. So they definitely fix championships a lot, and I really do appreciate it. So if you're still crashing into jumps, I don't really think Star Stable can do anything more about that. I think petting other people's horses would also be really cool. I also would love to see that. And then riding them alone or without the owner on the horse. Like maybe you could double ride with the owner's horse or just like kind of test ride them. That would actually be really cool. Like when you want to buy a horse, like you can test ride them. So like when you're on the horse buy menu, you can like click test ride for like 50 star coins, and you can have the horse for like 30 minutes and kind of test ride it around Jorvik. I feel like that'd be really cool. Or like maybe you could ride other people's horses and kind of like test ride the horse that way as well. I feel like that'd be cool. And then being able to take more than one horse out at a time would also be really cool. That would be really useful for role plays as well. But yeah, thank you so much for the entry. Our next entry is by Liv Softfoot. This would be more handy thing for role plays, and it is more of a function than an update, adding inviting friends option to your horse's backs. This would be very similar to the invite a friends option in your stable. They would be able to accept or decline and exit whenever they choose to do so. I had this idea a long time ago, and ever since then I thought it'd be a neat idea and would be fun for role players. Number 2. Next, I'd love for your SSO to add some type of housing, whether that be small apartments, cabins, houses, or even a small room, including in your barn. Whenever they choose, it'd be nice to have it, and it would be customizable, just like the customizable update to our barn. This area would also have an option to spend the night or skip a day for those multi-long day quests. The house would include a go home button separate from the one that says call for pickup and sends you to your barn. Anyway, these are my 2 ideas. Hopefully SSO takes a look at these and gets some inspiration. Let me know what you think. I definitely agree with both of these. Inviting friends to your horse's back, just like I said with the previous one. It'd be really cool for edits, and it'd just be a fun function to do around. Again, with the test ride idea, it'd just be super fun to do. And then adding apartments would actually be really cool. Again, also for role plays, and then also for these multi-day quests. Like, you could just go to your apartment and spend the night. Then you can also customize it and stuff, and then you can invite your friends there and as well. That's just be like a super fun feature that Star Stable could add. So definitely agree with both of these. Our next entry is by Rose Monster Pie. My dream update would be bringing the old horses back. I know it's not going to happen, but they're so cute. Another dream update of mine would be able to get to ride our bigger horses with another person, or that we get a drawn carriage for our draft horses. Again, I agree with all of these. I would love to see the old horses come back. I did miss out on Spirit, the OG Spirit, and I regret it so much. I would love to see Spirit back. I also definitely regret not buying the old Fjords. I really want the old Fjords to come back. Really would love to see those. I would also love to see the OG Galloper Thompson horse to come back as well, because I was able to buy it. But then I figured that if I buy the new one, I don't need the old one. And that was probably the worst decision I've ever made. So yeah, I would definitely like to see some old horses coming back. And then again, double riding. I would love to see that coming out. And then horses with a drawn carriage would actually be super cool. Like, maybe for 10,000 Jorvik shillings, you can buy like a carriage from the global store and you can hook it up to one of your draft horses with like all the gear. You could buy the gear in global store as well. And it'd just be like a nice little thing you can do in the game. That'd be really fun to do. Thank you for the entry. Our next entry is by Kazahana SSO. Sorry if I said that wrong. But they said my dream update would be having carts and carriages in the game, in addition being able to drive a team of 2 or more horses at once. Like the previous person said, this would be really cool. And then also having teams. Also, that is a really cool idea of having like a team of 2 horses. Like, maybe when you buy, like, let's say the Belgian draft horses that just came out, maybe there could be an option that says buy a team, and then you could buy one of the same coat color, and then you could buy another of the same coat color on a discount, so then you can have a team for the carriage. I feel like that'd be a pretty cool idea Star Stable could add. Our next entry is by Epic Equine Edits. They said, if I had to say one, I would say more realistic animations. As a fellow Star Stable role player, I've had channels in the past for Star Stable and probably make a new one soon. This would be really cool. I think Star Stable's kind of on the path to doing this with doing the feather animations on the new Belgian draft horses. So I feel like they're kind of going in that like direction of more realistic animations. And then yes, please do make a new SSO channel. That would be really cool. Definitely would subscribe. Our next entry is by Pookie Wookie Bear 168. I would love if they added blankets because it would be amazing for roleplays, or if they added more quests on the first week of festivals. I also think that they definitely need more quests with player experience. I would also love to see blankets in this game. Like I said with the previous one, probably wouldn't use it that much, but it'd be amazing for role plays, and it would just be a really cool function, especially for edits, and it'd just be really cute, and I just love to see it. Also, more quests on the first week of the festival. Honestly, in my opinion, I do prefer if they spread it out so there's a little bit of every week. But you know, we all have our opinions. And then more quests with player XP. I definitely agree with this, and I feel like they're also kind of going in this direction with the new summer festival, because usually only like half of the quests give player XP, but like almost all of the quests in the summer festival give 10 to 15 XP for the dailies. So I feel like they're kind of hinting in that direction, and that was very generous of Star Stable. But our next entry is by Jam SSO1. They said, my dream update is probably like adding ear bonnets. I think it'd be super cute. I would also really like for, you know, when you put the horses out into pasture, I think it'd be cool if you could actually like see them in the pasture. I don't know why. Anyway, that's it. They're a bit lame, but whatever. I can't wait to see the train with me. Okay, I definitely agree with both of these. Again, with ear bonnets, I'm obsessed with the ear bonnets in real life, so I'd love to add those into Star Stable outfits. And then putting horses out to pasture and like actually having the pasture, Star Stable's actually working on this, and I'm so happy they are. It would just be really cool how you can just, put your horses out to pasture. Be really cool for role play, and it just make the game so much more realistic. And it'd just be such a cool update. Another thing I would like to see with like pastures is you could have like nighttime and daytime turnout. There'd be like a button on the side, and you could click on it and put on the nighttime tab, and you could put like 30 horses in the nighttime tab, and then there's a daytime tab, put like 30 horses in the daytime tab, and like let's say 6 a.m. the horses rotate from nighttime to daytime turnout, and then like 6 p.m. they rotate from nighttime to daytime turnout. So I feel like that'd just be a really cool thing they could add with it as well. But thank you for the entry. Our next entry is by Alana Ice Road, SSO. My dream update is probably the ability to breed. That would be so fun to mix your breed's coat colors or such. It would be difficult to add all the variations, but still, it's so fun. It would be adorable to take care of the little foals, plus more Belgian warmbloods. Okay, I agree with all of these as well. Star Stable was actually about to add breeding, but then they backed away because they thought it wasn't appropriate for the game because of younger users. But just don't make it realistic, just have it pop out of nowhere. That would be like my idea. I don't know why they think that it would be inappropriate for the game because like they don't need to make it realistic. But anyway, I love the idea of mixing horse coat colors, like having the new Frisian sport horse, like the Halloween Frisian sport horse, on like the Dutch warmblood. That would be my absolute dream. So that'd be really cool to like mix coat colors. That'd be really fun. And then also taking care of foals, I would be obsessed with that because you can do it on the app, but you can't do it in the actual Star Stable online game. So that'd be really fun. Like you could take care of them and train them and stuff. I just love to see that. And then they could be like yearlings as well. So that'd be really fun. And then also maybe like buying foals in the horse menu. So like there's the Andalusians and then like the full Andalusians. And you can buy the full Andalusians on a discount. And then you'd have to log in every day and raise the full up to the actual like fully age. I feel like that'd be really cool and you could get it on a discount because it just motivates you to log on every day. So it's basically like a win-win for Star Stable and the players. And then Lana is like the Belgian warmblood queen. So of course she wants more Belgian warmbloods. They already have like 12 Belgian warmblood coat colors. So personally, I don't really think they need any more, but sure, for you, sure. Okay, our next entry is by Olivia Coyote Hoof. They said search last favorite button for the global store, cheaper pets and clothing, and a way to earn star coins, even if it's 2 to 3, by doing quests or activities, and more added to the horse info page. Examples, show name, nickname, add to the page where you can select the gender and age. So I would love to see a search slash favorite button because maybe it would be so much easier to make wish lists so you don't need to like go onto Canva and stuff. And then we all know when you're looking for a club outfit, it takes like 2 years to like scroll through all the pieces of clothing. So a search bar would be really cool. They actually are in the works of making a search slash favorite button. So I am so happy for that. Cheaper pets and clothing. So I definitely agree with this. There's some really crusty pets in this game and they are like pretty expensive, like 250 star coins, which is a lot. And then the clothing, like sometimes the bridle is more expensive than a saddle. That is like so unrealistic and absurd. So I think we need to like go down to more realistic pricing. So yeah, I would love to see that as well. And then a way to earn star coins would be nice as well. Like when you do your main storyline quest, you could earn like 3 star coins per quest. I feel like that'd be really cool. Like they said, it doesn't have to be a lot, but it would help. And then more to the horse info page. I would love to see Star Stable add like horses' coat colors to the information page as well. Because one time I was doing this update video and I completely messed up this horse's coat color. And someone really got mad at me in the comments and like started criticizing me. So yeah, I feel like it'd be really helpful to kind of like inform yourself and like kind of learn the coat colors as well. So that'd be really cool as well. And I would also love to see nicknames in this game. That'd be really cool. Thank you for the entry. And our next entry is by Snowbaker QWQ. Okay, my dream SSO update would be like get multiple horses at the same time out of the stable for like roleplay, or just the ability to enter the thing where you put the horses that don't fit in your stable. I don't know what it is in English, so yeah. It's called a pasture in English or a paddock in English, but it'd be really cool to get multiple horses out again, like I said, for role plays, and just maybe you could do like trick riding, standing on two horses at once. I feel like that'd be cool. And then the ability to enter the pasture, like I said, they're currently in the works of making it, and I think it'd be really cool to do it. Okay, our next entry is by Horse I6I, breeding, and that they add miniature ponies so I can have my entire life complete. Again, I would love to see breeding, like I said in the previous entry. That would just be a really cool feature to see, just mixing and matching and stuff. And then also adding miniature ponies. That would absolutely be my dream. I would love miniature ponies. Maybe it could be like a function that you couldn't ride them, kind of like with Spirit. You can't put tack on Spirit, but like with miniature ponies, you can't ride them. You can kind of do like lead line classes, and maybe we could have like lead line shows in Star Stable. I feel like that'd be really cool. Our next entry is by Ruby Bitterhoof. Their dream updates is eject tack button so we don't have to drag everything off our horse, and maybe being able to change the hairstyles on our magic horses. I definitely agree with these. It's so annoying when you have to manually drag every single piece of tack off your horse. So being able to just like click a button and it all goes off into your backpack at once, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. And then changing the main styles on our magic horses. I still would like them to like keep the special magic horse hairstyles, but like also the function to change them to the normal hairstyles if you want. So you can kind of have like both. You can have like the magical hairstyle, and then you can also change it as well. So I definitely love that as well. And then our next entry is by Drakelin Diamond Sky. I would love some new areas like a desert or a jungle, and that reshade can be used on mobile. These would be really cool ideas. Like, I know in Wild Horse Islands, they have like all these biomes. I feel like that'd be pretty cool for Star Stable. Like, there's like a desert biome, and then they can have magical horses specific to that area, kind of like the dragon horses in the medieval camp. We could kind of do that, and like jungle horses. Maybe we could have some like a vines horse and stuff. I feel like that'd be pretty cool to see in the game, and maybe like specific dailies for those areas. I feel like that'd be cool with like its own quest line. And then again, reshade on mobile so everyone can kind of just, have the nice beautifulness of Star Stable there. And then our final entry for this trade with me is from Gabrielle Linewalker, and their dream update is a built-in reshade so those on mobile can have blurred backgrounds without needing to do a ton of editing. Like I said, for the past 5 entries probably, that'd be really cool, especially for editors, so they don't need to use raw packs all the time. So that would be really cool. But without further ado, thank you so much to everyone who entered this train with me. Our past train with me had like 11 to 12 entries, and this train with me had 17 entries. So thank you so much to everyone who entered. I really do appreciate it. I'll link all the people who entered in the description below, so make sure to go check out their channels. Make sure to keep an eye out on my community page channel, because after this video releases, probably an hour after, I will release the announcement for Train With Me number 8, and you guys can go ahead and submit your entries. But without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!